Guten Tag. Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday morning or night or evening or wherever you are. Thank you all for joining today's Inkspiration. Inspiring people since sometime in September. I don't remember what the first episode was, but I'm going to stop talking about that now because it's irrelevant. Hello, everyone. Yay, you're here. You're here and it's freezing out and my hands are cold. So, anyway, today we are going to be playing with a couple of items and only two of them are visible here. I will explain why. The notebook is the Midori B6 Slim Gridded notebook, which I have used before, but I'm using again because I really like it. The pen in question is the Pilot Metropolitan Retro Pop, and I'm using my trusty nib, which says CM, but it is the 1.0 millimeter stub nib. So I guess it's like calligraphy medium. And the ink is already in my pen. And the reason for that is because it was in a sample vial and I only had a little bit left, so I had to actually syringe it into the converter. And I thought that, you know, with my history of inking pens and playing with sample vials, that maybe I should do that before I started so I would not make as big as a mess. And the ink we are using today is Robert Oster Grün Schwarz. So green black, and it's pretty accurate to its name because it is a green black. Let's just do this because it's so pretty and I like the sound of inky paper. I just want to, let's see. Oh yeah. Am I the only one who does this? Like, does anybody else crinkle their notebook as they write in it? Like, listen. Can you hear the crinkling? Okay. There might be something wrong with me. I'm not sure. Oh, happy early birthday. My birthday is tomorrow, so it's like birthday weekend for us. I'm pretty excited, except that I'm getting old. So less excited than I used to be when it was my birthday. Okay, let's do a bit of doodles here. No, not doodles, handwriting. Midori MD, this is the B6. I hope I have enough ink in here. The pen, sorry, my brain's turned off for a second there. This is the Pilot. I'm just gonna write Metro because I don't think I have enough room. And it's the Metro Pop. Oh wait, oh, I should have done Metro Retro Pop. Okay. And the ink we are using is, as I said, Robert. That looks like a horrible O. I'm sorry. Robert Oster. And this is Grün with an umlaut. Schwarz. Okay. Wait. Let me just scroll back and see if I missed any comments here. We look good. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. I'm very excited. Sort of. I don't know. I don't know why I'm excited. I am actually not that excited when I think about it. But it's just exciting because birthdays are special usually. Anyway. Okay, so from what you can see, this probably looks pretty black. But it is green black for sure. So let me just do a bit of handwriting closer. Not closer, more handwriting, and then we'll do a smear, and then we can look at it closer. It is not a super wet ink. I have used inkier inks, but it's not particularly dry either. So I would just call it like normal flow. Grün Schwarz. And I was going to do, this is my usual like ink smear, and the ink smear is going to be by squeezing a bit of ink out of my converter. I'm just going to do it slowly because I don't want it everywhere. Now, of course, even to my eye, all of this looks black. So I'm going to try and spread it out a bit more so we can see more of the shading and ink coloration, because it really truly is a green black. And it's interesting because when you first write with it, it actually looks very black, and I find that the green shows up as it dries. So that's interesting, because usually it's the other way around. Like usually it would start out with a lighter color, and then as it dries it looks darker. So let's do a bit of smears. Why am I not smearing this on my hand, you say? Well, I mean, with my finger, I just, I was trying to keep my hands a bit non-inky today because I want to do some pictures later. So let's let this dry. We'll take a look at shading, sheen, and then the show through, and if there's any bleed through on the backside. Although it looks pretty good so far. I don't know what this is. This is, if we were to look at this, it could be like some kind of art. Not really sure what it looks like. I don't know. Okay, while that dries, let me do some couple words here. I haven't really talked about the pen. I know you, if you are here, you've been here before. I have used this pen before, also this paper. But I really like this pen and nib. It's a pretty precise, crisp 1.0 millimeter stub, and I think it's very usable for daily writing because it gives you line variation, but it's not so broad or wide that you know, it fills up a whole line with one letter. You know, like if you had like a 1.5 or 1.9 millimeter stub, this is a nice daily user. I'm writing happy birthday to myself, so I know I didn't write hello. Oh my god, I haven't written a single hello. This is insanity. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna write hello. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe it's like a new year, a new me, except it's not the new year yet. And even in the new year, I'm probably still gonna write hello constantly. Okay, let's bring this in a little closer to look at it. Isn't that an interesting color? It's like a deep forest green, I think. Hello, Miami! Oh, I would much rather be in Miami right now. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, okay. So it's definitely dark green in the saturated areas. And I think if you were just to glance at it, it looks like it's black. Great shading. And so I'm looking for sheen here. There is sheen, and I'm just trying to see if I could show it. Like if you check right there, it's like a, let me see. I think that would be like a dark green sheen. I'm trying to get the lights to flash on it. Pretty cool. Interesting color. A dirty dark green. That's a nice description of it. Yeah, it's the thing is, it's very deceiving when you look at it in the sample vial or the bottle because it just looks black and you think, that's not going to be exciting. But it's actually really nice. I don't often use like these really dark colors, and not because I don't like them, just because when I look at them in the bottle, I think, oh, that's not going to be that fun. And then it turns out it's actually quite nice. I'm a little high on the page. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to watch my screen at the same time, but it's kind of difficult as it's a bit higher up than where I'm sitting. So, okay, that's still not quite dry. Okay, well, that's dry enough. We're gonna turn it. We're gonna turn the page, peeps. Okay, now I did, with the back of the nib, I did cut into the page a little bit, so there's a tiny bit of bleed through, but you can see it on the line of where the nib cut. But for the most part, there is no bleed through, and the show through is quite low, especially for such a dark color. So again, this is the Midori MD notebook, and I think it's really nice. Oh yes, I love greens, but usually I go for like the lighter or medium greens that show a bit more shading easily. But this is pretty nice. Also work appropriate. So if, I mean, I know some people work at a place where they require that you use like black or blue inks. There, the sheen is coming up a bit more. But it's still fun. Okay. Okay, I am going to write wild things. But not the words wild things. I'm going to write hello. The nib gives a fair amount of feedback, but it's not scratchy at all. So if you do not like scratchy nibs, you don't have to worry about it. Hello, Jello. And then I usually write something like Helter Skelter, which I don't know why I started writing this, but hello. No, Helter Skelter. It's pretty green. Ah, I don't know what happened. What happened? Okay, sorry. I'm blinding you all. I'm so sorry. The thing is, Instagram Live won't let me lock the focus on the page. So as I move, of course, it adjusts the lighting and it's really terribly blinding. No, you don't want me to sing. Oh, Hello Jello, Mellow Yellow, Helter Skelter. So now we have to write Mellow Yellow. Obviously. Really nice ink color. I am not sure if I would buy a bottle. I think I would probably stick to a sample because I had the sample for a while and I used it a couple times and it was a pretty big sample, like 5 mils or something. I used it a couple times and I'm now using up the end of it. I'm just more of a lighter green person. Oh my god, is it really that blinding? So sorry. Is that any better? I can't tell. Okay. Alt Gold Goon is fantastic. I do agree. That is a great one. I do not know why it's doing this. I'm so sorry. It was working fine at the start. Like, it wasn't horribly bright. Let me see if I can turn this light down. Maybe that's better. Is that better? Okay. Okay. I have rambled sufficiently. We have discussed Grün Schwarz, and I have probably blinded you all with the painful lighting. It's just a lamp. Okay. Thank you. Mont Blanc Irish Green. Yeah, that's a really nice one. That's one of my favorite greens. My ultimate favorite green is the Ackermann Hofquartier Groen. That's number 28. So if you haven't seen that one, I would check it out. I'm just going to write that in small writing. PV Ackermann, number 28. That's like my go-to green. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. That's pretty much it. Hopefully I did not horribly blind you guys. Really sorry about that. That's about it. Thank you all for joining. I hope you guys have a great, happy, wonderful weekend and New Year's. And we will see you next year. Oh my God, that's exciting. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.